Hello everyone, welcome to Positron Plays Illusion of Gaia. Illusion of Gaia was the fourth game from Quintet on the Super Nintendo. It is much more akin to Soul Blazer, but it's got quite a bit of a different setup. It's very character driven. Whereas the NPCs in the previous games were kind of throwaways, this game is very heavily emphasized on character. We're going to get right into it here and meet some characters. And I'm going to do a little bit of RNG manipulation at the start. And I'll explain why as we go along here. And I won't be narrating all of the dialogue in this game. There's quite a bit of it. I'll give brief summaries though. My name is Will. It's been a year since he went to the Tower of Babel with his father. But their party met disaster. Somehow he got back to the South Cape and he's here at school. Can't believe his father's gone. He says, when I grow up, I'll be an explorer and see the world. It's important to note when we talk about the themes in this game later that these are all kids, maybe high school age. And while this says school, this is more of a Sunday school thing. It's a little bit censored for the American version though. You four, do your best not to fall behind. Demons have appeared outside of town. Also, all of our characters are color-coded. We have Seth in purple. He's kind of the brains of the operation. Eric in orange here. He is the youngest. And our buddy Lance is in green, but we're not going to talk to him just yet. The collectible in this game are red jewels. And the thing with red jewels is that they, there are 50 of them total. We get rewards for collecting them. And once you leave an area in this game, chances are you're not coming back, so red jewels are very missable. And the hints involved in acquiring them are typically not great. In fact, some of them don't even have hints. You're just kind of left to fend for yourself. The four meet at this cave. They gather here and talk and play games. Seth thinks he's gonna win for sure. Eric rushed in with a desperate look. Princess of Edward Castle has run away and come to South Cape. Lance is not impressed. Seems like he knows the Princess Kara. Eric says, though, it's not about a crush. He just wants to see the cool-looking soldiers. Eric wants to see Will's mysterious power. Can move things without touching. Also, I skipped a part of dialogue. I apologize for that. Everything in this, every button moves dialogue in this game, so it's very difficult not to accidentally skip some by moving sometimes. We're going to move this statue in the corner here with our psychic power. This is very akin to the crab walking effect we had in Soul Blazer. Now we're going to look for the Ace of Diamonds in these four cards. I'll be able to take my time on a lot more of this stuff once we're past this little bit of shenanigans here. Alright, let's pick the Ace of Diamonds. Of course, we're psychic, so we're gonna find it. Everybody's super excited. They defer to Seth, though, to explain what's going on. He talks about the 5 senses. And Will's 6th sense. Lance thinks that's far too complicated to understand. Now, it's going to be dark when we come out, and hopefully I've done this right. And there should be a fisherman that appears here fairly soon. If not, I'm going to be slightly disappointed. Maybe one more? I lost count here. Boy, he's certainly not showing up, is he? Well, I'm gonna have to pause here, and I will resume once this damn fisherman appears. I thought I had the RNG manipulation down on this, and I must have botched it. So I'll be back in a second. So, for whatever reason, it actually worked this time. And this is the third red jewel in South Cape, and the final red jewel in South Cape. So now we can move on. This guy's positioning is, as far as I know, totally random, which is very frustrating. There's some theories that like every door has some form of value attached to it, and when you hit the correct value, then he'll appear. But following that very specific pattern of talking to everyone and going through and everything, the only way I've been able to reliably get that to spawn. Unfortunately, we might have missed a little bit of dialogue, but nothing critical. Person feels bad for Seth. Oh, and this is Seth's house. Gar came flying out at us. Ah, domestic dispute. Seems Seth's mother wants a divorce. And Seth's father might have a gambling problem. This game touches on a lot of very dark themes. A lot of very real themes as well. Stars approaching the Earth, apparently. This woman says something about our hair blowing in the breeze. Now, it's not happening now, and you saw it when we were down on the dock. It's actually a very important thing that we'll run into a number of times in the future. Won't sell a weapon to a child. Well, I guess we'll just stick to our flute. This guy straight up breaks the fourth wall and tells us how to run. And this NPC down here is probably the most important. This is Jeweler Gem. Troll of the Seven Seas. He is the one that collects our red jewels. See, we get an herb, Defense Force, Life Force, Strength, Psycho Power, Dark Power, and his secrets. We get all 50 in the game. There are only 50, so if you miss one, that's it. So let's give him our red jewels. Now that we've gotten 3, we get an herb. Herbs are healing items. Yeah, he says he's a famous master of disguises. So his sprite is always different depending on where we are. Take a look at our inventory screen, if I can remember what button it is. There we go. So our fancy dancy inventory screen. I think we equipped that. Yeah. Or maybe we didn't. Oh yeah, I do have it equipped, so we can use that with the Y button. Currently I have my attack set to A. I'll probably change that to B before I continue further in the game, or at least after this video. I just have it set because I was trying to make sure I didn't have anything fiddling around with the potential spawning of that red jewel. Father's been lost in the Tower of Babel for a year. I can't remember if we can get up on, yeah, how we get up on top of there, rather. Ah, here we go. These girls are playing red light, green light. Or playing something like it, at least. Eric lives in this house. He's the biggest house in South Cape. Biggest house in South Cape. Eric's mother appears to be on fire. Oh, it's just a treatment for a sore body. Right? I'm assuming that's supposed to be some sort of steam treatment, not actually being on fire. Eric's father is a bit full of himself. Strange merchants lately. This guy doesn't even own a stove, so he's just cooking in a cauldron. This guy won't let us leave town. Too many demons around. So, one more important stop here in South Cape. Oh, we can talk to the priest. Say a short prayer, or a short poem, as it is in the American version. I want to check just one thing, okay? I just want to check a timer here. Let's talk to this guy. This guy hints about how we can jump down from places, which we can. Anytime there's an opening like this, we can jump down, and that'll come into play in combat as well. And this magical portal here is the dark space. And this horrible looking abomination here is Gaia. Source of all life, and she'll help us on our journey. Only one with a dark power can see this space, and we are the chosen one, apparently. So she'll refill our health, and she'll also save our game. And eventually she'll do other things as well. It's never really more explained than that. There's not much of an explanation of why we have this dark power, other than that we are chosen, why nobody else can see this. It's just here, and we see it, and we accept it as normal. Alright, let's head home. Pretty dark out. This is my house. The pie that Grandma Lola is making smells really great. I probably won't. Also, there's a pig. It's wrecking the room. Why is there a pig in the house? Damn good question. It says oink. This is, not sure if that's supposed to be our father and mother, or, our grandma and grandfather. This pig will straight up push us out of the way. Oh, hello. And in pink is Kara. Of course, the pig's name is Hamlet. Frankly, you look a little shabby. Thanks, Kara. Kara reminds us that our father and mother are dead, because they aren't here anymore. Kara mentions that she knows of our father, Ullman the Explorer. Kara really rubs it in. But she means well. And she wants a piano. Will mentions that Grandma Lola is a great singer. And that they're apparently singing upstairs right now. Dinner's not ready yet, though. Bill fell in love with Lola's voice, and that's why he married her. Hopefully for more than just that. Yeah, they're a cute old couple, though. Suddenly a scream from downstairs. We have our kind of emergency panic music. Castle soldiers. What are you saying? If I don't take you home, I'll lose my head? The implication here, of course, that soldiers will be executed if they fail, and Kara says she doesn't care. Well, a little old-fashioned kidnapping. They drag Kara back home. Kara says she's sorry she lied to us, but I don't think she ever claimed anything otherwise. She says that she feels that we've met before, as if we were good friends. Keep that in mind. Well, back to dinner. Yeah, I don't think that's really a practical joke. It's a big viaduct under the Edward Castle. Apparently Grandpa Bill designed it. He used to be an architect. There's a prison under the castle also. It's built like a maze and nobody's ever escaped. Yeah, enough serious talk. Let's eat dinner. She made a delicious pie. Well, do you think Lola's meals have been getting a little strange lately? Licorice and rice, mouse fritters. I can't take it anymore. He actually seems to think that she's just forgetting how to cook. Sat down to a feast of snail pie with whipped cream. Boy, does that sound awful. Grandpa Bill ate half the pie. Will dreamed to Karen he took a trip around the world. Strange dream. The next morning, something began to happen. Oh, Bill left a snail pie slice for us. A letter came from us from King Edward. Bring the crystal ring from Ullman's things to Edward Castle. Lola's going to teach us a spell when she's upset. Humming this tune makes her feel better. And it seems oddly familiar to him. We've learned Lola's melody. We'll learn a few of those throughout the game. I think we can actually equip it at any time. Yeah, Lola's melody. Let's see if I can use it here. No, I guess not. I guess I can't use it whenever I want. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, nothing happens. So nothing happens when we use it right now. But now it's time to head off to Edward Castle. We've gotten everything here. No, we've got business, sir. Oh, just be careful. Oh, no problem. And we get a glimpse at the world map here. In Glorious Mode 7. Yeah, we'll go to Edward's Castle. The soldiers immediately want to report us as an intruder. Well, we're a guest, of course. But I think that'll do it for now. We got an introduction to the characters. And next time we'll continue and we'll actually get into some combat as well. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it so far, and I'll see you soon.